So just one more question which I think everyone is interested in answering. It's the main question about the food which is given in the ashram. So I think everyone would like to talk about it. So let's start. What about the food?
It's a vegan food that we have it here, and it's all organic. I can't, I can't believe I could enjoy it so much that I've been eating so well here. Couldn't control my eating, but it's alright to eat. It's all natural, and it will helps you to gain full energy to prepare for your asana classes, and it will go throughout the day.
There's no coffee, there's no chocolate, there's no meat, there's no milk.
No,
there is milk, but
yeah.
there's soy milk, and sometimes there's milk. There's very little dairy, but the food is so amazing. I've never gone for a month without having any of these things, and I'm not complaining, and that's a first.
Without any ginger or without any not ginger, garlic as well as the onion. I can't imagine the food without, and so yummy. And it was actually the Sattvic food, and even the kitchen ladies are preparing with full of love. They are offering to the God before giving it to us, so it has a special effect, I think.
For me, well, obviously the food, I think everybody coincides that it's so amazing and so delicious, but I think for me it's helping me to heal the relationship I got with the food, because I always been eating like really quick and not paying attention of what I'm eating, you know. This place kind of like promotes this philosophy of like sitting down, be silent, enjoy the food, every little piece, like the taste, the smell. You know, it's like a meditation while you are eating. So for me, that's kind of like has really changed my mind. It has really affected me positively, obviously.
Another thing that I've learned, and it brings you closer to your food and appreciate the food that has gone through so much different processes, and finally it comes to your plate. So you really appreciate all these things in your life. So that's also nice. You eat your food in silence. That's also according to Islamic culture again. So there's a lot of comparison that I can make. Yeah, that's also really interesting. And if I've not controlled, I wanted to reduce my weight, and I have lost I have lost 6 kilos now. So I was not controlling myself. I was eating properly, but still the asanas and the food and all it was a very nice combination. And the food, as Anuja said, without salt, without too much spices, chili.
As it was a yoga teachers training course, definitely it included many theory lectures, theory sessions. So we'd like to listen from you people that what was the most important part, what you got from those theory sessions, like mornings and afternoons you had the theory lectures. So what was the outcome, what was the importance from the teachers training point of view?
Well, I think the most important thing is that there's so much more about yoga than asanas. Like there's a world out there. There's yoga nidra, karma yoga, pranayama, swara yoga, and name it. There's everything, and it's really, especially when you come from the Western countries, it's really strict view of what yoga is, but it's more about a lifestyle. And that's what you learn here. You learn about everything. You learn about your body. You learn what's best for you, what asana is best for you, but also what food is best for you, what techniques are best for you, and you really have like a general idea of what yoga is, and that's really a great tool to bring back home.
I think in a very subconscious way, we all learned a lot about self-love in a deeper sense, because I remember like in the beginning of the course, we basically wanted to just like achieve a headstand or like do an asana really nicely, or just have good food. But eventually I saw like people were really comfortable with whatever was happening to them. They were really there was a lot more acceptance of their emotions, their body, how they're feeling, how they are with others, what's coming out, what's on their mind. There was a lot more acceptance, and I think we've seen that on everyone's faces actually over this month. That was a very big change that practically everyone had.
That helps a lot, like every answer or their answer will be logical, so that helps a lot.
There's a there's a clear focus on physiology. We have lectures which explain to us why we do asanas the way we do them, why we don't do things. Like for example, an inversion is bad for somebody with heart trouble. Why is it bad? I've never known that before, so that was explained to us very clearly. Anatomy was covered very well.
Like things we wouldn't expect, like Ayurveda would just come
Yes,
into the
actually.
picture out of the blue. So we are learning about Ayurveda and we're like, oh, we wanted to know that. And then so many other lectures would just hop up, like learn a little better, get better with Sanskrit, and just like important things, but out of nowhere. So it looked like there was an extra effort that was made by the ashram people to just give us as much as they possibly can.
And for me, it's also to learn about India. This is my first time in India, and I get to learn about the history, like new language, Sanskrit, and it's very interesting for me, and it gives me a very good impression of India, and I would really love to come back again to experience more about it.
Like what is power yoga, what is tantra yoga, kundalini yoga, what is traditional yoga. So that idea has been more clear in the theory lectures, and they have covered mostly the traditional, what was there in the traditional yoga, Hatha yoga, Ashtanga yoga. So that is the good point of theory lectures.
I think we are really lucky to learn traditional yoga instead of just starting with any of the recent modern yoga forms. That's something that we can obviously choose in the future, but getting like real yoga knowledge, like authentic Indian yoga knowledge, was really a blessing. We didn't see that coming. We didn't even plan it, it just happened. Yeah. So that was a good part.
One most important thing, like last 1 month you have all been staying here, so any one of you, would you like to talk about this place, the ashram? What is this ashram? What all you can expect in the ashram?
Oh, you can expect the most killer sunrise and sunset view to begin with. Yeah, and moving on.
Which you don't see very often if you take part in
Place
ashram.
is beautiful. There are lots of trees. You have mulberry trees and mango trees and chiku trees. There's green grass everywhere. It's breezy and it's brilliant. There are 2 hills behind the property where we can go for sunrise and sunset. There are snakes here, but the staff here is trained. So if there's a snake, you just call up somebody, they come and catch it. For somebody who comes from a big city, I haven't heard a car honk in a month, which is completely unheard of. If I didn't have a job to go back to, I would never go back. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. The only thing is we came here in the summer and the afternoons are crazy hot. Some of us couldn't manage the heat. So I think winters would be a better time to come, but the place is beautiful. You have to come to see the place.
Have a single day of rain. So if you guys are up for sun, well, there you go. You'll be served.
No, but there would be rains, only not in our season.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And when it rains, it pours.
Yeah. So come at the right time.
Yeah, and like we've been told that when it rains, all the clouds come like in our classrooms and everything. So already this place is so pretty, and there's just always scope for it to get prettier with every season. So yeah, it's a nice place. If you're a nature lover, you're in the right place.
So the ashram team, there's a shortage of water in this area, but the ashram team has built a rainwater harvesting dam where they collect water that rolls down from the hill. So there's no scarcity of water. That's the water that we drink as well. It's RO purified. The water body also makes a nice place to go and hang out in the evenings. It's really pretty, the dam.
Even though the ashram is far away from the city, but safety and security is very nice for the girls especially.
Yeah, the whole place is, so I've been here for a month and I've never locked my room. I've never worried as to where my bag is or where my belongings are. It's completely safe, nobody touches anything. It's almost like, what's that place? Shani Shingnapur. Yeah, it's almost like that. You don't have to worry about your belongings or anything. It's a really safe, nice environment.
I mean, Nasik in itself is not a very popular place amongst travelers. So the fact that we all landed here is really nice because this place is surrounded with mountains and like mountains with like history and like mythology and whatnot. So like the biggest Jyoti Ling Trimbakeshwar is here, like 15 minutes from this place. Who knew? And so like really nice if you're a history lover, if you're an archaeologist, if you're a crystal collector. This is yeah, this is the place for you.
So I wanted to say something about the team. This is not a part of the script, and it's not as in it isn't a part of the questions that we were asked. One thing that I've noticed about the team here is they really want to propagate yoga. They don't try to hoard information. Everything is given to us freely. If we signed up for the TTC course, we've been given material for 5 other courses. If we learned any new techniques and we wanted to take videos, or we wanted to probably take pictures of the log that of the schedule that they were using, it was freely available to us. And we have that confidence that even after we go back and we reach out to these people, they'll always help us, which I think is very rare for a place that's actually conducting courses. The way they share information is really, really very, very nice.